It shouldn't have mattered. It shouldn't have hit him so deeply. Yet hearing his true name spoken in that calm, steady tone like truth itself made something loosen inside him. He swallowed. You're really certain? Yes. Wei Ying looked away, avoiding the warmth rising in his chest. You don't even question it. There is nothing to question. He bit back a laugh. Lan Zan. You really haven't changed. Lan Wangji didn't answer, not because he disagreed, but because the truth was more complicated. He had changed. He had lived 13 years without Wei Ying, and every day had carved something new into him. But the part of him that recognized Wei Ying, that instinctive, unwavering certainty that had remained untouched. Lan Wangji turned slightly, listening to the stillness. There is more resentment lingering in the manor. Wei Ying nodded. I felt it too. They continued deeper into the old corridors, the floorboards creaking beneath them. Lantern light danced weakly along cracked walls, whispering of too many secrets buried under dust and silence. Wei Ying slowed near a collapsed doorway, pressing his fingers into the wood. Someone suffered here. Resentment is thick-heavy. It wasn't one death, it was layered. Lan Wangji watched him closely. The way he concentrated, the subtle furrow of his brow, the low hum he let out when thinking, every detail felt like stepping back into a life he once thought lost forever. Wei Ying glanced at him. Don't look at me like that. How am I looking? Like you're worried I'll disappear. His breath caught. Wei Ying's voice softened. Lan Zan. I'm here. Well, Lan Wangji lowered his gaze. You returned through a dangerous ritual. Your soul is still unstable. True, Wei Ying admitted, scratching his cheek. But I've been unstable for years. You should be used to it by now. Lan Wangji didn't laugh. He only stepped closer, eyes gentle in a way that made Wei Ying's heart twist. If you fall this time, he said quietly, there will be no one left to bring you back. Wei Ying's breath stilled. He hadn't expected that. He hadn't expected honesty so sharp and fragile at the same time. Before he could respond, something cold brushed past them, an air current carrying the faint echo of a cry. Wei Ying straightened. It's close. The resentment surged suddenly, sweeping through the hallway like a violent gust. Shadows curled upward, forming the shape of a child distorted, crying, silent but screaming. Wei Ying's expression tightened. A child spirit. Lan Wangji stood beside him. It is bound, trapped, and hurting. Wei Ying stepped forward carefully. Small ones like this don't become monsters on their own. Something twisted them. The spirit lunged. Lan Wangji intercepted instantly, blade flashing with spiritual light. The creature recoiled, but did not disperse it, clung to its suffering, claws scraping against the floor. Wei Ying moved gracefully, talisman paper glowing between his fingers. Lan San, hold it still just a second. Lan Wangji shifted his stance, creating an opening. Now, Wei Ying pressed the talisman to the spirit's forehead, whispering softly under his breath words not of command, but of release. The child's form trembled, then dissolved into gentle light. Lan Wangji exhaled slowly. You freed it. Wei Ying offered a small smile. I'm not always causing trouble, you know. Lan Wangji's voice softened. I know. The corridor grew still again, the heavy resentment fading just enough for Wei Ying to breathe easier. But the quiet did not settle between them. Wei Ying studied him, eyes glimmering with emotions he hadn't let himself feel in years. Lan Zan? Lan Wangji's heartbeat echoed heavily in his chest. Yes? You keep looking at me like I'm something precious. Lan Wangji didn't look away. You are. Wei Ying froze. He had heard many confessions in his lifetime, admiration, desire, devotion, but none pierced the way Lan Wangji's quiet voice did. There was no hesitation, no embarrassment, no wish to take the words back. Just truth. Simple, unshakable, beautiful. Wei Ying's throat tightened. Lan Zan? I don't know what you expect of me. I expect nothing, Lan Wangji replied. Only that you stay. Wei Ying blinked hard, stunned by the weight of it. You make it sound too easy. It is not easy, Lan Wangji admitted. But I will walk with you. Wei Ying's lips parted, breath unsteady. Even now? Especially now. Lightning cracked faintly in the distance, illuminating the rotting beams overhead. The storm outside mirrored the one building in Wei Ying's chest. He hadn't asked for this. Hadn't planned for it. 13 years dead, and yet Lan Wangji stood before him, offering a devotion that felt like a vow. Wei Ying swallowed. Lan Zan, why? Lan Wangji stepped closer slowly, deliberately until their breaths mingled faintly in the cold air. Because, he said quietly, you were never meant to walk alone. Before Wei Ying could respond, a second surge of resentment shuddered through the manor, raw, violent, unmistakably alive. It turned the lantern flames blue. It rattled the walls. It whispered with voices that had waited far too long. Wei Ying drew in a sharp breath. That's not a spirit. Lan Wangji tightened his hold on Bikin. No, it's something worse. Men. They looked at each other. Old instincts settled into place, trust forged through battles, laughter, misunderstandings, sacrifices, and 13 years of silence. Wei Ying's pulse quickened. Lan Zan? Lan Wangji nodded once. Together, they moved as one toward the heart of the manor, where darkness pulsed like a beating heart. This time neither of them walked behind the other. They walked side by side,